In this video, we'll talk about 10 different ways to make money while you sleep. Trust me, your future self will thank you if you set up some of these sources of passive income that could pay you for a long time. We'll put these passive income streams on a scale from 1 to 10 based on how easy they are to set up, how passive they are, and how easy it is to make money with them. First, let's talk about what I mean by passive income for this video. Some people think that making passive income means you don't have to do any work at all, but for the purpose of this video, I'm defining passive income as money you make that you didn't trade your time for. You see, with most traditional 9-to-5 jobs, you trade your time for money, and when you quit that job, you lose that income. With the methods I'm going to show you today, you only have to do the work once. Once you set up some of these passive income streams, they could pay you for years and years. You can sleep, watch YouTube videos, travel, or do anything else you want, and these passive income streams can keep making you money, but you only have to do the work once to set them up for your future self. Now, the way this is going to work is going to be different from other videos you may have seen that talk about making money. I'll show you how to use technology to help people in a real way, which is, in my opinion, the best way to make money online. I don't want to show you how to make a few cents with a survey because you might make a little bit of money, but it won't be the long-term money that most people want, which comes from giving value. Guys, it's much easier to make money online and create passive income streams now than it was 10, 15, or 20 years ago. This is because we can use technology to help people at all times of day, no matter what we are doing, and we might be able to earn money while we sleep. So let's talk about these ways. The number one way to make money passively is to run YouTube channels. There are two main ways to run YouTube channels: personal channels and faceless niche channels. One of these two ways is probably very different from what you think. Faceless niche YouTube channels are probably something you want to know more about. Faceless channels can be great if, for whatever reason, you don't want to be in front of a camera and make videos. You can also potentially run as many channels as you want without having to make videos. A great example of a faceless channel is the one you are watching right now. You probably didn't know that you could make a lot of money with this, but I'm going to tell you how. But first, let me tell you some of the best ways to make money on YouTube. They have to do with money, happiness, relationships, technology, and travel. If you want to use this method, I have put a link to a free webinar in the description of this video that will teach you everything you need to know about faceless channels. You might be wondering how it's passive to run YouTube channels if you have to make videos for them. Well, YouTube is passive in the sense that you only have to make the videos once, but they can keep getting views and making you money for years and years. I don't know of another social media site like this one. Okay, you might be wondering, how can I make money with YouTube? Well, there are a few ways to do it, but one of the most common is that once you have 4,000 hours of watch time and 1,000 subscribers, you can put ads on your videos and YouTube will pay you a percentage every time someone watches one of those ads. This is called monetized playback. You can also make money from YouTube channels by selling your own courses or selling affiliate products. It's time to rank this source of passive income. Running YouTube channels gets a 7 out of 10 for how easy they are to set up. It's easy for anyone to start a YouTube channel, but it does take some work to make sure it's set up and optimized correctly. YouTube is pretty passive, so I give it an 8 out of 10. That's because videos on this platform have what I would call a very long half-life, but if you want to keep things running at a very high level, it's best to upload regularly on YouTube. But as you get bigger and more successful, you can hire other people to do a lot of the things you don't like doing. YouTube gets an 8 out of 10 for how easy it is to make money. And that's because there are So many ways to make money on YouTube. If you think about it, YouTube has built-in ad revenue, so you can make money that way. But you are also getting all these targeted viewers in whatever niche you are in, and you can make money in so many different ways from that. But it does take some time to get things going in the first place, so we took away 2 points for that. Our final score for running YouTube channels is 7.7 out of 10. Affiliate marketing is the second way to make money passively. Here you advertise someone else's product and get paid a commission for every sale you make. Websites like Digistore24.com, Clickback.com, and the Amazon affiliate program are all good affiliate marketplaces. I made a video that goes into more details about how affiliate marketing can help you make money, so be sure to check it out on this channel. I think that the best kind of product to sell as an affiliate is one that can sell for a lot of money, has high margins, and pays you out a lot. Digital products, especially online courses, meet all three of these criteria, so they are the best choice. You can promote pretty much anything you want. If you have a hobby or interest that has helped you, look to see if there is an affiliate program for something related to that you could sell. Now, let's talk about how to get people to see your affiliate products. First, you have sources of free traffic like YouTube. YouTube is great because the videos can last a long time and sometimes keep getting views even if you do not upload new ones to your channel. You can also get traffic by running a blog or an Instagram account, and you can pay for traffic with ads on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook. But keep things simple when it comes to traffic sources. Pick one good traffic source and put all your effort into it. Now, let's rank this source of passive income. Affiliate marketing gets a 5 out of 10 for how easy it is to set up, because it does take some work to find a good traffic source and a good product that helps people and has value so that you can make sales. It gets a 6 out of 10 for how passive it is, and the passiveness really depends on the traffic source. If you do YouTube, that can be very passive, but if you do something else, it can take a lot of work to keep that going. Affiliate marketing gets an 8 out of 10 for how easy it is to make money, because you don't have to make your own product. You can go promote someone else's product that they have already made, but you have to share some of the money with them, so we took 2 points away for that. Software is an excellent affiliate product to sell because you can be paid on a monthly basis if someone signs up and stays subscribed month after month. This means you can make what it's called recurring revenue, which could keep coming in. Online courses are the third type of passive income stream. Online courses are just a group of videos that teach about a certain subject. To teach a course, you only need to know 1% more than most people do about a certain subject and be able to explain how you got to where you are. I'm sure you know something that people usually come to you and ask you to show them how to do. That's an online course idea right there. When starting out, you don't need to spend a lot of money on fancy software to set up your online course. You can start with something affordable like Teachable, or you can put your course on Udemy and let them promote it for you, which will help you make some sales. I wouldn't do that long term though, because Udemy takes half of the money you make from your courses sales. Online courses are passive because you only have to make them once, and then you can sell them as many times as you want in the future. Using leverage and technology to your advantage is what these passive income sources are all about. Now it's time to rank this way to make money while you sleep. This one only gets a 3 out of 10 for how easy it is to set up. This is because creating an online course takes a lot of work at first. It gets a 9 out of 10 for how passive it is to sell online courses. It's super passive. However, it takes a point for passiveness because in the beginning you do have to help with the course, support clients and things like that. Selling courses gets a 9 out of 10 for how easy it is to make money. As long as you are in a good niche that people are interested in, like health, wealth or happiness, you should be able to sell your course pretty well. So if your program really helps people with a real problem, you'll have no trouble selling it. The fourth source is selling digital goods. Digital products are a great way to make money online because, first of all, you don't have to spend much to make them. They almost always make money, and the profit margin can be huge. With digital products, you don't have to store any inventory, and customers can get their digital products right away. Ebooks, PDF downloads, membership sites, stock footage, and pictures and audiobooks are some ideas for digital products. You can host and sell your digital products on websites like Gumroad. You can also visit Gumroad to see a lot of examples of digital products that are sold. Let's now rank this source of passive income. This one gets a 7 out of 10 for how easy it is to set up. It really depends on how complicated the digital product you are making is, but you can easily make something like an ebook in a couple of hours, and it doesn't have to be long and complicated. It gets a 9 out of 10 in terms of how passive it is, and a 7 out of 10 for how easy it is to make money. Blogs are the fifth source of income on our list. If you rather write, you can just write blog posts that provide value to people. Once you post a blog, you could get paid for it for years to come. People will usually find your blog through search engines like Google. You can find good keywords to write about on sites like Ubersuggest, and putting ads on your blog is how you can make money from this. You can also use your blog to promote your own course or any affiliate products you want. A bonus point for making the most money blogging is to turn your blog posts into YouTube videos by rewriting them for YouTube. Now it's time to rank this way to make money while you sleep. This one gets a 4 out of 10 for how easy it is to set up. Figuring out how to set up your website can take a little time. At first, you'll probably need to watch a few YouTube videos to figure it out, or you can pay someone $300 on Upwork or Fiverr to make your website for you. I give it an 8 out of 10 because it is quite passive. You only have to write your blog post once, but it can pay off for a long time. This one only gets a 6 out of 10 for how easy it is to make money because there are so many blog articles on the internet, and it can take a few before you start making money from it. Automating an online business is the sixth source of passive income. There are so many online businesses you can start, like Amazon FBA, dropshipping, e-commerce, Etsy, and a social media marketing agency. Any of these business ideas can work well if you stick with them. Once you have a business idea that works, you can hire other people to run most of it for you, but the key is to have a business that works. There are websites like Motion Invest and Empire Flippers where you can buy websites that are already making money. You can then use some of that money to pay someone else to run the websites for you and make a pretty passive income. I recommend hiring from Upwork.com or Fiverr.com. Now it's time to rank this way to make money while you sleep. This one only gets a 2 out of 10 for how easy it is to set up. That's because it can be hard to find the right people to run your business, and it's totally normal to go through a few bad ones at first. It gets a 6 out of 10 because it is somewhat passive. You still have to manage your employees to make sure they are running your business correctly, or you can hire managers, but at some point someone even has to manage the managers. For how easy it is to make money with this, it gets an 8 out of 10. This is because we are assuming that you already have something that's making money, or that you go out and buy something that's already making money, and then you can hire other people to do some of the work for you. The seventh business idea for the passive income is to sell stock photos and videos. For the best results, you might want to get good camera equipment and maybe even something like a drone, so you can get aerial shots that most people can't get, and also focus on making videos and photos that people want. Think about what kind of stock footage you would need if you were making a documentary, a video, or something else, then go out and film it. This is pretty passive because you only have to make the videos once, and then you can sell the rights to them forever. Sites like Point5.com, Dreamstime.com, and Shutterstock.com are good places to sell stock assets. Let's rank this source of income now. So, this gets a 7 out of 10 for how easy it is to set up. To do this, you need a camera, but you can start with your phone because most phones these days have great cameras. It gets a 9 out of 10 because it is really passive. It only gets a 3 out of 10 for how easy it is to make money because you usually need a pretty big stockpile of assets before you start making consistent sales. Making software is the 8th idea for making money on the side. This can be a very passive way to make money because people usually pay for software every month. This is called MRR, or monthly recurring revenue, and you can hire people on Upwork to make software for you, or you can make one yourself if you know how. Let's talk about how to rank this stream now. Making software only gets 1 out of 10 for how easy it is to set up. This is because it takes a lot of work or a lot of money, sometimes hundreds of thousands of dollars, to make good software. But once you do, you can make a lot of money from it. It gets a 9 out of 10 for how passive it is. Most software is sent to you automatically, and then you hire someone to help you with it and keep it up to date. It's easy to make money, but it only gets a 6 out of 10 because it changes so much. The ninth source is a savings account with a high return. Once you start making money from any of these passive income sources, you need a place to keep it. You can go to websites like Bankrate.com or NerdWallet.com to find out what the best interest rates or yields are right now. In the United States, you can get about 3% interest right now. However, it could be higher or lower depending on where you live or which country you are in. This one gets a 9 out of 10 for how easy it is to set up. You just go to the bank and fill out an application, or in some cases, you can fill out an application online. It gets a 10 out of 10 for how passive it is because once you put the money in, you don't have to do anything else. I give it a 2 out of 10 for how easy it is to make money because you usually need a lot of money saved up to make a decent amount of passive income from it. Also, the rates go up and down, and they are not usually this high, so you have to deal with that as well. But it's a lot better than letting your money sit in a checking account and do nothing. Passive income idea number 10 is rental properties. If you already own a house, this can be a good thing. You might be able to rent it out and then move somewhere cheaper. In some cases, you might even be able to make enough money from renting out your house to cover some or all of your rent. There are some options for renting out your house, whether you want to do short-term rentals like Airbnb or just rent it out for a year. You can also buy rental properties and real estate in general by buying a real estate exchange traded fund, ETF, or a real estate investment trust, REIT. You could also just think about renting out a spare room in your house on Airbnb. This one gets a 4 out of 10 for how easy it is to set up, because you have to get your house ready to rent out, and you might even want to hire a property manager to take care of the house and the tenants for you. For how passive it is, it gets a 6 out of 10, because even if you hire a property management company, you still have to usually approve expenses, manage cash flow, and everything else. So it will still take some work. For how easy it is to make money, this gets a 4 out of 10, because you usually have to buy a house, which can be very expensive, and you usually have to rent out a lot of units to make good money, which means you have to spend a lot of money to get them. These are the different ways to make money in the most passive way possible. I hope you got something out of that, and feel free to come back if you want to find a good way to make money while you sleep. This video and these rankings should help. Don't forget to watch the free webinar I have linked to the description of this video to learn all about creating a YouTube channel for free.